Sometimes there's that one animated character that you just can't stand, and they almost ruin the show for you. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 worst cartoon characters. Think you know Nickelodeon? Click here to sign in with your Google or Facebook account and take the new trivia quiz on WatchMojo.com.
Okay, bye.
For this list, we'll be trudging through the cartoon players that have been universally panned by fans, or within the show itself, whether for their bad portrayal, annoying personalities or habits, or because of their utter uselessness. Sorry if that sounds harsh, but not everyone's a winner in the animation industry.
Caillou realized he wasn't bleeding. He started to feel much better. He wasn't hurt after all.
Number 10. Elmyra Duff, Tiny Toon Adventures. This character, for reasons beyond our comprehension, is not only supposed to represent the next generation of Looney Tunes characters, but also somehow appeared on a Pinky and the Brain spin-off.
Oops! Too much fluff. I'll fix that. You need a haircut. This won't hurt a bit.
First of all, if you're not a fan of Elmer Fudd, well, sorry to tell ya, but little Elmyra is based off of him. Yeah, she's even been shown to be bald underneath that wig. Except that instead of hunting furry creatures, she wants to take care of them and love them to death.
And that is a scream test. A scream test is how all Hollywood hopefuls get their start.
Literally. As most of the time, the way she shows her love for them is closer to abuse.
Flick tag, hear it!
And because she's just a little girl, she doesn't even realize she's hurting them most of the time. Number 9. Sarah, Ed, and Eddy. This Canadian-American show follows the titular preteen boys who all live in a cul-de-sac in the suburbs.
Go faster!
Their adventures mainly revolve around their attempts at trying to get more jawbreakers, but since they're just a couple kids, they continuously have to conceive of ways to get more money.
You lost, horsey! Bad, 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 bad!
This stinks!
To the dungeon with him!
Sarah is Ed's younger sister, and what she lacks in years, she makes up for in manipulation. She knows how to get what she wants, and will resort to tantrums and snitching to her parents if that's what she has to do.
Double D and me were meant to be. Whee! Sarah!
Because of her personality, she not only makes her older bro tremble, but also causes her crush Ed to feel harassed from time to time. She certainly doesn't make herself easy to sympathize with.
Eddy, stand clear! Eddy!
You wouldn't dare!
Number 8. Orko, HeMan and the Masters of the Universe. Kringer may be a pussycat, but at least he makes up for it as Battle Cat. Unfortunately, Orko can't say the same. In addition to hiding his face, which by itself is irritating enough, he also possesses magic that backfires on him almost every time, and it's never made clear why it keeps happening.
This'll be spectacular!
Orko, no, don't!
Prince Adam and the others might call this bumbling nature amusing, but Man-at-Arms isn't laughing, and neither are we.
Thanks, HeMan. How did you know we needed you?
Oh, I had a feeling you might.
Hi, man, I was,
Helping Tila?
To his credit though, what he lacks in skills, he does make up for in loyalty, having saved Adam and Cringer once or twice.
Twerk nothing.
He returns in the 2002 remake, but this time he's slightly more competent. Number 7. Uncle Grandpa, Uncle Grandpa. Even just saying his name is stupid. Uncle Grandpa is everyone in the world's uncle and grandpa, because of course he is. And when he comes to town, reality turns to putty in his hands.
Come on, kid, use your belly.
He doesn't mean any harm, quite the opposite. He mostly just wants to have fun and maybe teach a few lessons along the way. Unfortunately, his approach on having fun is a little too zany, usually involving a rather dim-witted way at approaching a problem, with said problem usually ending in his favor.
Now I'll distract that crazy baby. You take the wheel and steer us away from that volcano.
His irritating voice coupled with the often creepy visuals do nothing to help, and make most of us dread the day he came to Cartoon Network.
Yeah, I've had better.
Number 6. Patricia, Patty, and Selma Bouvier, The Simpsons. You ever have that mean family member that just loves to watch you squirm? Well, what if you had 2 of them?
Hello, Homer.
Marge.
Patty and Selma are Marge's elder twin sisters, who are almost exactly alike, which includes their mutual hatred of their brother-in-law, Homer.
Ryan Romer, run.
Oh, good. Jump, Homer, jump.
While Homer isn't keen on them either, he at least tries to tolerate them for Marge's sake. These two have no second thoughts about ridiculing him, torturing him, and even trying to break him and Marge up any chance they get, with no regard for the consequences.
There's an after party at the bottom of the ocean. This is good for 2 free drinks.
Admittedly, they have their own struggles. Patty finally coming out and Selma unable to give birth, but that doesn't excuse their hostile behavior.
You're a woman who likes women. I guess that fear I always had of you stealing Homer away is unfounded.
Number 5. Randall J. Weems, Recess. When the bell for recess rings, the grouchy Ms. Finster can't be everywhere at once, so she has her personal stool pigeon Randall ready to snitch on kids.
Finster, Miss Finster, those girls over there said a bad word.
Good boy, Randall.
Nobody likes a tattletale or a teacher's pet, but Randall delights in being both. He lurks in the shadows looking for kids to report to his teacher, and everyone is fair game, including a certain gang.
Miss Finster!
Unfortunately, tattling doesn't make you very popular, and Randall has become a playground pariah.
Look at me. I got nothing. Maybe that's because you're always snitching on everyone. You think?
Even if he does get a taste of popularity, a leopard can't change its spots, and Randall can't stop being Ms. Finster's lapdog or a traitor to his fellow kids. Number 4. Dora Marquez, Dora the Explorer. Dora is a cheerful bilingual girl who teaches the viewers Spanish while going on exciting adventures with her best friend Boots the monkey.
Let's check the map to find out how to get to the Big Red Hill. I need your help. Could you check the map for us?
While teaching kids a second language and engaging with them are not bad ideas, Dora sometimes acts dependent on the audience. She'll pause creepily to wait for the viewer to answer questions, staring at them the whole time, and constantly asking them to point out things that are right behind her. Not exactly top-notch exploring there, Dora.
So next comes the... cave, right?
She doesn't change much in her new spin-off, older and with new friends, but still needing our help to accomplish anything. Unfortunately, the success of the show means that she'll continue to pervade pop culture, even if the original show has come to an end.
Come on, Dora! You're the one with the map! Don't ask me!
Number 3. Caillou. Caillou. Caillou is a 4-year-old boy with a big imagination learning about the ways of the world. Sounds pleasant enough, but we unfortunately barely see this side of him. What we do see is this little brat crying, whining, and throwing a temper tantrum, and occasionally abusing his infant sister. His parents are no help either. They just smile, shrug off, and give in to his horrible attitude. Worst of all, young viewers have been reported mimicking said behavior under the false assumption that it's okay to act so bratty.
I think it would be better if Teddy stayed in the car, Caillou.
Why? I always bring Teddy.
By the time the show ended, the damage was done, and Caillou became the scourge of parents everywhere. Number 2. Snarf Thundercats. How do you water down a show as badass as Thundercats? Once you meet Snarf, it won't be much of a mystery.
No, they're not cats, Snarf, but no one should be treated like that.
Snarf is an elderly cat-like creature and Lion-O's childhood nursemaid, and the series' unfunny comic relief.
They think I'm a failure, and they always will unless I can prove I'm not chasing a childish dream.
While he does care deeply for Lion-O and the others, Snarf is just pathetic, a stout worrywart speaking in a whiny, shrill voice, and of course that oh-so-aggravating catchphrase. He also hates his real name, Osbert. Yeah, because Snarf is a name you want to brag to your friends about.
I know it's a pain having your elders worrying about you all the time, but it's only 'cause we care about you.
In the 2011 remake, Snarf is reduced to a cute pet-like companion who can't speak, which is probably for the best. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some dishonorable mentions.
Miss Frizzle, I'd really love to go on a field trip, but I've got this weird feeling. I mean, I already ruined Wanda's day.
You babies think you're so big. Ha! You're not big. You're just big baby.
That's not true, Angelica.
Silence! I'm the boss around this place, see?
Number 1. Scrappy Doo, Scooby-Doo, and Scrappy Doo. Taking the number 1 spot is what happens when you try to fix what wasn't broken. With low ratings threatening to end Scooby-Doo's career, Hanna-Barbera saw fit to introduce a new character, Scooby's nephew, Scrappy Doo.
You and me are gonna meet the Blue Scallop. You're gonna beat him, aren't we, Uncle Scooby?
He was the polar opposite of his uncle, welcoming danger and eager to face it head-on. Unfortunately, it wasn't long before Scrappy overstayed his welcome. He took away his uncle's spotlight, broke the series status quo, rendered Velma, Daphne, and Fred obsolete, and don't get us started with the catchphrases.
Let me at him! Ruff! He can't scare me! He can't scare me, can he?
After one last antagonistic role in the live-action film, Scrappy virtually disappeared from the franchise, never to darken our televisions again.
Wow, I haven't seen...
Look away, Daphne. We all promised each other that we would never speak of him. Not ever.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.